land, and he's going to sift us through all nations, just like corn is sifted in a sieve, and not the least grain is going to fall upon the earth. And no, not even one sparrow will fall from the sky without Christ's consent. Nobody goes down without his consent. So anytime a plane goes down, that's the Most High that takes a plane down. Anytime a train flips and people are killed, that's the Most High that does that. Anytime a ship sinks, that's the Most High that did that. Read.
Yet shall not the least grain fall upon earth. All the sinners of my people shall die by the sword.
The Most High said all the sinners of his people are going to die by the sword. What are we reading? This is the King James Holy Bible, the 1611. So we're not, you can get mad at what we're saying, but what we're saying is what the Most High is saying. We're not saying our words. This is what God is saying. He said all the sinners of his people are going to die by the sword. Read.
Which say that evil shall not overtake nor prevent us.
And then in your mind, this is what you'll say in your mind. Well, that's not going to happen to me, but God's got your number because he triumphed the reins and the heart, because that's what the heart is, the mind. He knows what's in those thoughts. Read.
1 Peter 4 verse 17, for the time has come that judgment must begin at the house of God.
And that's what's going on right now. Judgment is already going on the earth. And it started with the house of God. Read.
And if it first begin at us, what shall the end be of them that obey not the gospel of God?
So it's clear how the end is going to be for the sinners and all those that do not obey the gospel of God. It's clear how their end is going to be. It's not going to end well for the sinners. He said, all the sinners of my people are going to die by the sword. This is what he said. Go ahead.
And if the righteous scarcely be saved, where shall the ungodly and the sinner appear?
So the righteous is scarcely going to be saved, because it's only going to be a third saved out of all this destruction that's coming. And he's only saving a third, because he said in Zechariah, go to Zechariah real quick. In Zechariah, he said what it is. 2/3 of our people are going to be cut off and die. Read that.
Zechariah 13, 8 through 9.
Go ahead.
And it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith the Lord, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die. But the third shall be left therein. And I'll bring the third part through the fire, and will refine them as silver is refined, and will try them as gold is tried.
This has already been prophesied, that 2/3 of the people here, they're getting ready, they're going to be cut off and die. The Most High already has this prophesied, and it's only going to be a third saved out of this. So not everybody is going to make it. But Christ said, my sheep, they hear my voice. I know them and they know me. So if they're his sheep, they're coming. But all the rest of them, they're not his sheep. We understand it now. Read.
They shall call my name, and I'll hear them. I will say, it is my people, and they shall say, the Lord is my God.
And because we already know who the Most High is. We already know who he is. And that's what we put our faith and our reverence in, is the Most High God, the one that created the heavens and the earth, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, because there is no other God. Go ahead.
Ezekiel 20 verse 38, and I'll purge out from among you the rebels and them that transgress against me.
And see, he's already doing that. He's already purging out all the rebels, all the people that rebel against him. He's already getting rid of them. That's why we're not surprised on the news. We know some of the news is fake, but some of it is real, because Christ prophesied about a lot of things that are going on in the world. So we're not surprised, because we stay in the spirit. We stay in the scriptures. We're in the prophecies. That's what we're seeing now. Prophecies are fulfilling now. Read.
I will bring them forth out of the country where they sojourn, and they shall not enter into the land of Israel, and ye shall know that I am the Lord.
And that's talking about our people, the ones that came over during the Atlantic slave trade and the sub-Saharan slave trade. All the ones that come back to the law, statutes, and commandments, they're going back home. But he's going to purge out all the rebels that like to conform to this world and want to keep doing the Sunday worship and all the pagan days. And they don't want to do what Christ told us to do from the foundation of the world. They're going to get punished. Read.
Job 24 verse 13, there are those that rebel against the light.
So this is the Levitical priest, Job. He said, there are those that rebel against the light. Go ahead.
They know not the ways thereof, nor abide in the paths thereof.
And they know not the ways thereof, and neither will they abide in the paths thereof. They don't want to do what the Most High God said. Go ahead.
Psalms 82, verse 5. They know not, neither will they understand.
So now this is the king of Israel, David. He said, they know not, and neither will they understand, because a lot of people, they say, well, I have a personal relationship with God, but don't do anything he says in the Bible. You don't know him.
Read. They walk on in darkness. All the foundations of the earth are out of court.
He said they walk on in darkness. This is David saying this. The whole foundation of the world is out of course. It's all upside down right now because the rightful people aren't in their rightful state. That's one of the main reasons. You're not supposed to be over the congregation.
Read. Go to Isaiah 66.
Isaiah 66, verse 15. For behold, the Lord will come with fire, and with his chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury, and his rebuke with flames of fire.
And this is how Christ is coming. He's not coming back to give out lollipops and cotton candy. This is how Christ is coming.
Read.
For by fire and by a sword will the Lord plead with all flesh, and the slain of the Lord shall be many.
This is how he's coming. He said the slain of the Lord is going to be many. Christ is going to be doing a lot of killing. He's getting rid of all the sinners out of this place. That's what he's coming to do.
Isaiah 9, verse 5. For every battle of the warrior is with confused noise and garments rolled in blood.
So now the prophet Isaiah is going back in time and giving you a depiction of all these battles that took place back in ancient days.
Read.
But this shall be with burning and fuel of fire.
But this one, it's not going to be with that hand-to-hand combat with swords and shields. This one's going to be with that nuclear destruction. That's why it said it's going to be with burning and fuels of fire.
Read.
Malachi 4, verse 1. For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven.
The day is coming and it's going to burn like an oven. See, that nuclear destruction is going to be very hot. It's going to be a big lake of fire over here pretty soon.
Read.
And all the proud, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble.
And all the proud people, he said, and all those that do wickedly are going to be stubble.
Read.
And the day that cometh shall burn them up.
And the day that's coming is going to burn them up.
Read.
Saith the Lord of hosts.
Saith the Lord of hosts. See, we're not saying a thing. The Most High is doing all the saying.
Read.
That it shall leave them neither root nor branch.
And he's not going to leave you no nephews, no nieces, no relatives. That's what he's talking about, the root and the branch. He's getting rid of all your family tree.
Read.
But unto you that fear my name shall the Son of Righteousness arise with healing in his wings.
But see, the ones that are being obedient to what the Most High is saying in this Bible, we're going to arise with healing in our wings. And people can laugh all they want about this. He has that in the Bible. He said they're going to be greatly confounded that say, aha. That laugh, he even has that in the Bible. The ones that laugh about the Bible. God has everybody's number, and nobody's getting away for what they've done here in this body. Go ahead.
And ye shall go forth and grow up as calves of the stall.
And we're going to grow up, and we're going to be just fine under our fig tree after God is done with all his adversaries. We're going to be just fine.
Read.
And ye shall tread down the wicked, for they shall be ashes under the soles of your feet.
And then all the wicked people are going to be ashes under the soles of our feet, saith the Most High God. Go ahead.
In the day that I shall do this, saith the Lord of hosts, remember ye the law of Moses, my servant, which I commanded unto him in Horeb for all Israel with the statutes and judgments.
And this goes back to when from the foundation of the world, the people should have remembered this. He's going back to the time of Moses. But see, everybody wanted to disregard everything it says in this Bible, but I can guarantee you there's going to be a recompense for all the people that's doing these things.
Let's go to Matthew. Go ahead. You can call
Matthew 26, verse 6. Now when Mashiach was in Bethany, in the house of Simon the leper, there came unto him a woman having an alabaster box of very precious ointment, and poured it on his head as he sat at meat. But when his disciples saw it, they had indignation, saying, to what purpose is this waste? For this ointment might have been sold for much, and given to the poor. When Mashiach understood it, he said unto them, why trouble ye the woman? For she hath wrought a good work upon me. For ye have the poor always with you, but me ye have not always. For in that she hath poured this ointment on my body, she did it for my burial. Verily I say unto you, wheresoever this gospel shall be preached in the whole world, there shall also this that this woman hath done be told for memorial of her.
And with that, we're going to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, by Shem, Yahweh Shai, Kwam Yasharallah.
Kwam Yasharallah.